is that woman who yaps a lot of YouTube videos? Nice to meet you. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. You know, it's really funny. Oh man, I got I want to complain for a second. There's some people, this is by design. This is our own fault, me and my team, 100%. There's some people that think that my clips channel is a representation of my stream. Like it's all I do. They like don't even know that I play video games. And they think that the topics that we pick for those clips are the only topics I kind of talk about. Like I lean into that stuff every time. But we just pick it because that's what does well on YouTube, and the other stuff not as much. So why put time into it, right? We're just like, oh, people like these things over here. So we'll clip those, you know? There are like 2 people. I haven't blocked them from the channel yet because I'm just curious to see like how mad they are. But there are like 2 users that comment on like every other clip and have to get pruned, complaining and being like, is this all she talks about? They get really upset. And like, she only talks about business. What's the freaking point? Play a video game. And I'm like, oh, if only they knew. I'm like, watch streams, dude. It's funny. They keep coming back to whinge, right? They keep coming back, which means they're clicking every time. They're clicking every time, right? I don't know. People like that are your biggest fans, realistically. Gotta show the sick sunshine gameplay, brother. Yeah. I was gonna talk to my team because I had been meaning to for a while. I told them straight up for a bit. I was like, can we just use the clip types that do well for a while and just build that up? Because when you build a YouTube channel, like you have to be like really narrow with it, you know? And then I was like, and then later we'll just say f it and like open it up more. But while we're building it, you know, we're gonna have to like focus down. So let's pick whatever thing like people love talking about, people love commenting on, and then, you know, once that's built and we feel like it's at a good point, you know, then we'll go crazy with it. We'll go crazy with it. So I wanted to start doing that more, but we'll see. Like GEEGA's Ideal Man video had a lot of comments real fast, didn't? Let me look. I try to not like pay attention to views on things. I pay attention to like, or not overall views. I pay attention to like day 1 stats. Like when we post it, does it go quick or does it not? Because then that just, I'm trying to learn how to like title and thumbnail well, or not just me, but like my team, you know, trying to get good at that. So being able to do that well is like when you post it, what are your day 1 stats like, right? I don't really care about how they do over time in comparison. I just want to like feel like we're doing a good job, you know? Oh, 14,000 views in a week. Jesus. Wait, how many comments? 83? Okay, a lot of people were like, so you need Alfred, like from Batman. I was like, okay, they get it. But I remember my editor telling me like there were a lot of people that were like, I don't know how to describe it. They were like complaining about traditional roles, and they started to make it a debate about traditional roles. And I was like, brother, I'm doing a bit about like you should be seen and not heard and cook me food, idiot, right? Like that. And they're like essaying in the comments. And I'm like, dude, go do this on Reddit. Go to Reddit if you're gonna do that. My poor editors were like pruning so many comments because they didn't want that vibe. There was a lot of people being like, what about me? Don't even comment that. Like, I'm not saying this like I look at it and I go, oh, I don't want to see it. I'm telling you for your own sake. You know, your peers are looking at you. Just don't even type that, you know, or type it and hit backspace. Right? That's the way to do it. One guy goes, I'm right here, GEEGA. I cook and my kid is already 11 and I'm a stay-at-home dad with no wife. And his username literally says the house husband. Or there's some people that like thought I wasn't joking. Someone's like, I strongly believe this is a half joke, but if she's dead serious, especially this part, whatever part they put it out, she's got a serious problem. Why type that? I strongly believe this is a half joke, but it's the same thing that people do when they talk where they're like, you know, I don't want to be rude, but, and then says something rude, right? And I'm not calling out like this person in particular. I'm saying in general, I've noticed that with YouTube comments, people do that all the time. And I'm like, why type that? It makes me think because I don't type those things. Someone says a thing and I'm like, I have something mean to say. The thing is, I don't have anything mean to say because if my brain produces that thought, I go, never mind. And I put it away. Right? I never feel compelled to type, I don't want to be mean, but you kind of look like like I don't like what? It adds nothing of value other than being like, here's a mean thing I have to say, right? All it does is make me look bad. At least that's how I feel. So I don't know. When I see people type things like that, I'm always looking at it and going, what compelled them to type it? Because the way I feel about it is like, I've never felt compelled to type those things. And if anything, I feel compelled to make sure I don't type things like that ever because I don't think people should be like that to people. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like, it's one of those phenomenons where a lot of people do a thing that I just fundamentally don't understand. When a lot of people do a thing that you just would never do, it's always just like, it makes the world feel a little not real sometimes, right? But it's the internet, so nothing's real on the internet. Right? None of that's real, so I don't take any of it seriously. I think about it a little bit for like a minute maximum, and then I'm like, Probably like 5 seconds, honestly. And then I go, okay, well, and I forget about it, you know? Need to popularize with all disrespect, right? Just stand on it. Don't be like, I don't want to be mean, but her voice sucks. Just be like, her voice sucks, and just say it, because that's the thought that came into your brain that you thought it was okay to say, and out yourself as a mean person who's okay with saying mean things in front of people, and just, you know, stand on it. Right? Like, do I think people should be like that? No, but if you're gonna be like that, stand on it, man.